Good morning, Saiyan Army. So getting ready to head to the gym right now. Just drank a bunch of water. Still gonna do this workout fasted. Now the reason why I've been doing fasted workouts lately is because I've been noticing that my stomach just hasn't been, I don't know, processing food correctly when I'm at the gym. Like I feel like super bloated and super like gassy when I'm at the gym. Like if I eat like oatmeal or like a banana before the gym, which is what I used to always do, but lately whenever I do that, I just feel it like sitting at the bottom of my stomach. I don't know if I'm not giving myself enough time because I'm doing everything like really similar to what I used to do before, or maybe like my digestion is changing. But yeah, so I've been just doing fasted workouts. Although today I am flipping hungry. It's funny how like one day on low carbs can just it can just affect your body in such a big way. And so you guys understand, I haven't dieted on 200 grams of carbs in like years, where I did like 150 and I didn't know crap about dieting, so I dropped my calories super low. But other than that, the past couple of years, the lowest I went on my carbs was like 275, but then I started my carbs at like 350 or something. So this is like really low for myself. I woke up at like 8 a.m. this morning and I had a really hard time going back to sleep just because I was hungry. So yeah, typically when you're dieting you won't get to this point until like deeper into the diet, but because we only have 7 days, we gotta do what we gotta do. But I'm feeling good though. I'm feeling super flat, but my stomach's feeling pretty lean just for one day. Just came in. For some reason some people think I'm a sneakerhead when I'm really not. I use like the same shoes all the damn time. And these were actually cheaper than retail. They are, what are they? Oh yeah, they're the Ultra Boost Uncaged. So they have that little sock thing at the top. Yeah, in red. Ultra Boosts are flipping comfy as hell for any of you guys who haven't tried any of the new Adidas stuff. Pull workout going down, working on them Broly lats coming soon, especially as my waist shrinks. As my waist comes down, then obviously your back's gonna look wider, so it's a win-win situation going into this cut and working on my lats at the same time. My lats are gonna look bigger just because of the fact that my love handles have shrank. So going into this workout, I felt super cold. I honestly should have been wearing a long sleeve shirt under my jacket, which I wasn't, but yeah, it was just like, I've kind of went to this workout feeling a little weird. Also, sorry for my voice and I sound kind of nasally right now. Been a little under the weather as of late, but it's all good. We're recovering and getting better. So something I want to cover in this video was my #1 tip for fat loss. And my #1 tip for fat loss is patience. Now, I have tons of clients and they all tell me the same thing. Majority of the time, the one thing that a lot of them have learned is patience when cutting. They always tell me, oh yeah, I tried dieting on my own before, but it didn't work out because I cut calories too fast. And it's the same story over and over again. So that's what I want to emphasize in this video. And yes, Matt, you're a fucking hypocrite because you just cut your calories by a lot for the 7-day cut. And yeah, I understand that. But if I were to give myself, 6 to 8 weeks to diet down for this, then I would have done it correctly. I probably would have started at myself at macros maybe around like 350, 50, 180, saw what my body did from there, and probably would have ended my macros at about 300 carbs, 50 fats, 180 proteins, and I would have got down to probably like sub 170, probably 167, 166, something like that, and would have been very lean, would have felt a lot better because obviously I'm eating a lot more carbs. The more food you eat, the better you feel, especially when it comes to dieting and fat loss. Also, you feel better in the gym, and the better you feel in the gym, guess what? The better your lifts are, the stronger you are. When you're not feeling good in the gym, when you're feeling weak, you're low on energy, you're low on carbs, you're gonna feel weaker in the gym. So that's what I want to emphasize is take your time when dieting. Let's say you're starting your macros at like 400 carbs, 60 fats and like 200 grams of protein, and you lost like 4 pounds that first week. Obviously a lot of it's going to be water weight, but
even if a lot of it's water weight, bump up your carbs a little bit. See if your body can, see if you can diet on higher calories. Let's say you have a blazing fast metabolism. If you're lifting for 20 years, you have a good amount of muscle on, you know, see if you can diet on more calories. Don't make it a rush to drop and drop and drop every single week. You know what I mean? And some clients, and a lot of this, like, you get to know by feel. Some clients, let's say they plateau, their weight stayed the same, you know, sometimes they don't even drop their calories if I think they're gonna hit a new low, and we just need to be patient, you know. A lot of it's just a patience game and getting to know your body. You will know how it feels to be in a deficit once you're in a deficit. Like, it's about getting to know your body, getting to know how your body works on certain macros, certain ranges. Like, oh, let's say you bump up your protein a little bit higher than a gram per pound of body weight. Let's say you go 200 to 220 grams of protein. You notice you feel better, but you drop the carbs a little bit more. And you notice you feel better, you perform better in the gym, and it's your preferred method. Obviously, protein's more satiating than carbs, so protein will make you feel more full. So it's about getting to know your body, and just once you get to know your body, just dieting slow from there, adding in cardio. For me, like, let's say like I had even 4 weeks to diet, you know, I probably would even dropped it down to 300 carbs, 50 fats, and 180 grams of protein. 400 more calories I would be intaking a day, which is a lot more. And then I would have just thrown in 3 to 4 cardio sessions, and as I plateaued, maybe go up to 5 cardio sessions, because I have no problem doing cardio. It's real easy with my bike at home and everything, and plus I'd rather eat more food and do a little bit more cardio, because I love food more than I hate cardio. You know, obviously if you're the other way around, you know, then eat less food and do less cardio. You know, it's dependent on the person. You want to keep cardio in to a certain extent, because you're gonna want to increase, you know, increase that daily activity or energy expenditure. If you refuse to do any cardio, then it's going to be a tough road for you, unless you have a blazing fast metabolism or a fuck ton of muscle. You know, you're probably going to have to drop calories pretty damn fast and pretty damn hard, and it's going to be a miserable time, you know. So the best case scenario is to have a good balance of both. Good balance of daily activity and a good balance of macros, and from there just find out what works for you and how you like to diet. But anyways, that's the end of this clip. Enjoy the rest of the video. So just finished a workout, and this is something I normally talk about on Snapchat, but because we're vlogging today, we're gonna express my feelings. So today's one of those days where I just kind of not feeling New York at all. And it's not that New York's bad. I love New York, don't get me wrong, but like today we had like a dude leave like 12 plates on each side, by the way, not total. Yeah, like 24 plates on the leg press, and just walk away from it like no one's business. And then just as we're lifting just now, some guy, my bag's like tucked under the bench, some guy full on punched my bag. And it wasn't just like he nipped my bag, he like kicked my bag, and like enough to make even Jay look behind him, like Brady Piccolo look behind him, like what was that noise? And he just walks by, drinks water, and walks right back past us, not saying one word. And it's days like this where I kind of miss Hawaii, because like there are assholes in Hawaii, but there's not as many, if you get what I'm saying. Like when I was back home in Hawaii, I remember I was like squatting, and I was on the leg press, and the leg press is like 10 feet from the squat rack, and it's dead. No one's in the gym, you know, there wasn't weight on the bar in the squat rack, and some guy I saw walking towards the squat rack, and I was thinking in my head, I wonder if he's gonna ask me if I'm using the squat rack. I'm like 10 feet away from it, mind you. The guy walks 10 feet past the squat rack, 10 feet to me to ask me if I'm using the squat rack, because that's just how it is in Hawaii, you know, everyone's like real polite and respectful, and coming from that to here, it's just, those things just kind of irk me a little bit, because I'm a pretty polite person, I would say of myself, you know. I mean, I always rack my weights, always ask people if they're using stuff. I always say excuse me if I bump into someone, you know. But just things like that just kind of like irk me. So it's kind of a weird gym day, but it's all good. We killed our workout regardless, and I'm looking forward to eating. Just got home. Throat's feeling super scratchy. It's super rainy and windy and pretty cold outside. This week, like last week was all tank top weather. This week is full on jacket weather. It's not like freezing cold like winter, but it's getting colder. Like we don't need to run the AC. We don't even need to turn on fans anymore. So anyways, throat's been kind of scratchy the past couple of days. So I'm going to drink this vitamin C. This emergency right here. Who else uses a chopstick to stir their drinks? Hashtag that's so Asian. Anytime, because I know I'm going to get a lot of these questions. First question I'm going to get is, am I going to lose muscle mass in these 7 days because of the cut is so drastic? And the answer is probably not. And if I do lose any, I'll get it back as soon as I up my carbs and calories back up again. This is only 7 days. If it was anything longer than that, I probably wouldn't do it this drastic. Also, I'm going to gauge every day every day by my weigh-ins and how I'm feeling. So if my weigh-ins like start plummeting and going super low, like tomorrow I'll probably hit, I'm assuming around 167, at least 168. But yeah, if it drops like super low, then obviously I'll start increasing carbs back up again. But yeah, we're just starting low and we're going to increase as we go or keep it the same depending on how my body reacts. Remember, it's all about just playing around with your macros, watching what your body does, and adjusting to what your body does. Second question I'm going to get asked is, am I afraid I'm going to crash my metabolism? And the answer is no. My metabolism is not going to crash. And like I said, probably the day before Comic-Con, I'm going to have like a refeed and just carb up from there. And it's only 7 days. Am I going to keep the leanness? Yes, I am. I think too many people use metabolic damage as an excuse for just a slow metabolism. And a lot of people that say they have metabolic damage just really have turtle metabolisms, and they have to diet on less calories than majority of people the same height and weight as they are. Or they can just gain more muscle, which in turn kicks up your metabolism. And that's why I'm able to diet on this many calories, just because I've been lifting for so damn long and accumulated a lot of muscle mass over these past 12 years. So honestly, not feeling the greatest right now. Was getting the chills earlier. That's why I'm bundled up in a hoodie. But I told myself I wanted to do cardio today, and I'm the type of person, like, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And honestly, it's just low intensity, so I don't think it's going to mess with my immune system at all. So we're going to do some cardio right now. And it feels good just to warm my body up and get myself moving a little bit, because I was real like chilly earlier. My body felt real cold. So we're going to hit 300 calories on the bike right now and watch some YouTubes. So I wasn't trying to fast, but it is now 7:50 p.m. and this is my first meal. So Kristen ordered this Philly chicken sandwich with whiz and a fried egg. So we are guessing 27 carbs, 18 fats, and 20 grams of proteins. Dinner is here from Boston Market. Eating half that chicken, and 9 ounces of dill potato, and mac and cheese, salad, green beans. Cornbread. Hot tea for my throat.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000!